Hi everyone, this is Dana with Boutique NYC. Thank you so much for joining today for another beauty class. Today we're going to do something really fun and exciting since it is the week of St. Patrick's Day. I know yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, but we are still being festive and celebrating, and we're going to do a really fun green glam look today. First and foremost, I apologize if my voice sounds a little funny. I am recovering from being pretty sick yesterday, but I'm here and I'm excited to do this look with you all today. As always, please leave any questions in the comments below wherever you're streaming from, and I will definitely answer your questions throughout the video. Also, I'm going to be mentioning throughout, we do have several really big giveaways going on right now, and you can check our Instagram, the link in our bio, for details on our current giveaways. And we have another event this evening with Lift Lab and Dome Beauty with a giveaway worth over $500. So you definitely do not want to miss out on that one. But yeah, we're going to get started with the green glam look today. So leave your questions and comments below, and we are going to get started. So first and foremost, I'm going to start by priming my face. And today I'm going to be using more of a glowy primer because my skin's looking a little dull right now since I am sick. So I want to brighten it up and give a little more life to my skin. So I'm going to be using the Illuminate Primer and Highlighter from Amazing Cosmetics. And it's a little bright, so it's a little difficult to see, but here it is. And you can see through my hand. That's kind of funny. But this is a really illuminating, glowy primer that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to start off with a small amount of this. I don't want to do too much because I can get a bit oily, so I don't want to look like a shiny mess, but I'm going to use a little bit of this primer and just apply it to my skin. And I'm sorry, you can kind of, the background is glitching a little. You can see through my hands. I'm going to turn my brightness down a little. That's better. So as you can see, it's giving a nice glow to my skin, and this is going to make my foundation look nice and bright and glowy. So that's step one. So next is going to be foundation, and I'm going to use a fairly full coverage foundation today since this is going to be more of a glam look. I'm using, you've seen me use this before, it's the Smooth Cream Concealer and Foundation Duo. It's a foundation in the tube, but then in the cap it also has a cream concealer. So this is awesome for travel. This is also from Amazing Cosmetics, but I'm just going to be using the foundation portion today, and I'm going to be using the Smooth Blender from Amazing Cosmetics, which in my opinion is much better than a beauty blender. It's much softer and it's a little bigger too, and it's cheaper, and you can get this at Boutique NYC. So I am going to take some of the foundation, and I'm actually gonna apply it on the back of my hand. I just feel it gives me a little bit more control. And I'm gonna take some on the blender, and I'm going to use pouncing, dabbing motions, and I love how this foundation applies. You can like not see my face right now. I'm gonna turn this brightness down and hopefully that'll help. I love how this applies. It just makes my skin look so smooth and glowy. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry about that, guys. It just makes my skin look so smooth and flawless and with such a small amount of product. So if you're looking for a full coverage foundation that's not going to be cakey or heavy, I highly recommend this one from Amazing Cosmetics. Again, it's the Smooth Cream Concealer and Foundation Duo. And I'm putting this on my eyelids as well because that's going to act as a base for the eyeshadow that we're going to be applying. Rosa says, looking forward to seeing your look. Hi, Rosa, and thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it too because I don't really know how this is going to turn out. I kind of just know what colors and products I want to use, and then I kind of just wing it as I go. So I'm looking forward to it just as much as you are. So as you can see, well, I'm sorry about that. The background is being kind of weird, but you can see this side of my face is super glowy. And of course, this side has a lot of blemishes and redness. And this side over here is nice and even and smooth. And it looks so good on top of that primer. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. And like I said, my skin is pretty dull right now just because I am sick, unfortunately. But we're going to cover that up. No one needs to know. Did any of you guys do anything fun for St. Patrick's Day? I'm half Irish, so my mom made corned beef and cabbage and potatoes. I was too sick to eat it, but we always make that for dinner on St. Patrick's Day. So, do you guys have any St. Patrick's Day traditions? Let me know because I'm half Italian, half Irish. Joanne, the background seems to interfere the closer you get to the camera. Yeah, I think so too. I'll try and stay back a little further. We'll get this background figured out. It's cool because we're in the 3D store, but we just gotta, sometimes it glitches a little bit, but we're figuring it out. So the foundation is pretty much applied. Hi, Alex. Alex is getting ready with you. Great. I'm not sure if you're doing a green look today, but I'm doing a super green glam look. So let me know what kind of look you're doing because I love getting ready with other people. So yeah, the foundation's on, and every time I apply this, I'm more and more impressed. It just looks so skin-like. It doesn't look cakey. It just looks so smooth, and it has a little bit of a glow to it. And yeah, again, that's the Smooth Cream Concealer and Foundation from Amazing Cosmetics. Excuse me. So next, I'm going to go in with some concealer because as you can see, I have some under eye darkness. I have some blemishes. The foundation did a good job covering them, but of course, we're going to need a little concealer to brighten. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape in Fairlight Neutral. I also recommend the one from Amazing Cosmetics, the Amazing Concealer. But today, I need a little bit, you can see through it, a little bit of a brighter color. I think the brightness is causing the background to glitch a little because it seems like the bright areas are glitching more. So I may just disable the background, you guys. Sorry about that. Alex says, I'll go for it. Also looking for some green in my palettes. Yes, so if you want to do a green look to follow along with me, that's awesome. I'm actually going to turn off the background, you guys, just so you can actually see what I'm doing. Sorry about that, and thank you for your comments, letting me know. So yeah, we're going to continue, and I hope the green is not too distracting, but this is a green look, so the green actually goes. This is on brand, so we will have that figured out in future ones, but enjoy the green because this is a green tutorial, so it's all about the green. So I'm just concealing where I have some blemishes. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I always seem to have blemishes in this same area. It's just hormonal. So we're going to cover those up, highlight the under eyes. I want to do some on my eyelids too because it's going to prime for my eyeshadow. And I'm going to, again, blend that out with my blender from Amazing Cosmetics, which I'm obsessed with. And welcome to everybody who's joining. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but we have an event with Lift Lab Skincare and Dome Beauty this evening at 6 p.m. and it's going to be a huge giveaway worth over $500, you guys, of makeup and skincare. So if you attend that event this evening at 6, you can have a chance to win a $500 giveaway. So don't miss out on that because those are some really awesome brands that we have at Beautique. And I'm going to be using some of those products today as well. But right now I'm just blending out my concealer. And as you can see, I look a lot less dead and lifeless than I did before. And as you can see, my blemishes are concealed. And we're looking smooth. We have a question. If the blenders are taken care of and washed properly, how long does one last? So that's a good question. So you should wash your beauty blender or your sponge. This is from Amazing Cosmetics. Every time you use it, I recommend just using water and a bar of soap because a bar of soap just cleans it really, really well. I probably wash mine like once a week. You should wash it more than that. But if you wash it regularly, these can last several months. It depends how often you use it. I've had a beauty sponge that I've used for like a year or two. I probably shouldn't use it that long, but I would say a couple months at least. As long as you take care of it, it can last longer than that, depending how often you use it. But yeah, definitely take care of your sponges and wash them. And yeah, it should last you a good amount of time, at least a couple months, if not longer. Good question. Okay, so now that that's applied, I'm going to do a little bit of cream contour to just bring some dimension back to my face. So I'm using this Dimension Effect contour stick from Morphe. I really like these. It's just a cream contour stick. They have lots and lots of different shades for every skin tone. And I like to start at the top of my ear and go towards my mouth. So I'm pretty much just doing one line here and same on the other side. And then a little on my temples and forehead. I'm not going to go too overboard because I'm going to use bronzer as well. But I'm just going to use that same sponge and blend it out. Mainly blending upward because we want to lift up our cheekbone, not drag it down. So just blending that upward and then blending it into the hairline. So again, it's a little difficult to see with the brightness, but yeah, you can see there's a nice shadow here from that contour. It just gives my face a little bit more structure and shape and color, of course. And that contour stick is super blendable. I really like that one. And then once all our cream products are down, I'm going to set my face with a little bit of translucent powder. So you can use any translucent powder you want. I'm going to use a little of the Laura Mercier, and then I'm going to use the Amazing Cosmetics powder set to set the rest of my face. But I'm going to just take a little bit on my sponge and set my under eyes so that we don't crease. And in my T-zone, which is this area here that creates a T, the center of your face. And then I'm going to use the powder set from Amazing Cosmetics. Lots of Amazing Cosmetics today. It's called the Velvet Mineral Powder Set, and it's a translucent powder. It looks white, but that's because it's translucent. It doesn't have any coverage or color to it. It just blends out invisible on your skin, so any skin tone can use this. I'm going to use a big fluffy brush, if I can find it. Here it is. A big fluffy brush, swirl it around, and blend this on my skin to set all my cream products in place, and a little down my neck as well. And this is very lightweight, so it's not going to make your face dry or heavy. It's not going to take away the nice glow. It will mattify you a little, but after a few minutes, your glow will come back through. That's why I really like that glowy primer that we used. So we're looking really nice right now. So now that the face is set, I'm going to go in with some bronzer. I'm trying to move quickly through the complexion because it's a little bit of a more dramatic eye look. So I don't want to be here all day taking up all of your time. So we're moving right on through the complexion. I'm going to use Benefit Hoola Bronzer, one of my all-time favorite bronzers, and a fluffy brush, tap it off, and I'm going to add some bronzer in the same places that we added that contour. So on the outer perimeter of my face, and I'm kind of using circular motions. If you guys have been tuning in every week, you've definitely seen me do this before. I'm going around my hairline, my cheekbones, and then I always go a little bit under my jaw as well, because it kind of creates a shadow and helps define your jawline. So just comparing, you can see from this side has a nice shadow. This side's a little more flat. And now we're just going to warm everything up. And thank you to everybody who is joining today and who has been joining. I know our tutorials are usually on Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays, but today we're doing it on a Thursday. Like I said, I was unfortunately very sick yesterday, but we really appreciate you guys still tuning in, especially those of you who are here every week. We definitely see you and appreciate you. And we encourage you to subscribe to our events calendar so you never miss out on upcoming events. We have one this evening at 6, and we also have one tomorrow at noon Eastern time with the founder of Olacy Beauty. Her name is Cindy, and we're really excited about that. So mark your calendars for that as well. There's a giveaway for that one as well. It's the month of giveaways. We're doing lots and lots of giveaways this month. So I'm just using my big fluffy brush to blend that all out. Okay, and now you can see I have some more color to my skin, thankfully, because I've been looking really drab and dead for the past 2 days. So next, I'm really excited to use this product. This is a blush from Dome Beauty. You guys know Dome Beauty because I use them every week pretty much. They're our super, super clean cosmetics brand. And this is their Cheek Envy blush in the shade Georgian Glow. It's like a really corally, orangey, warm toned blush. And I thought this would go great with our green look today because I don't want to do anything super bright pink with our green look today because I don't want it to clash. I want it to kind of flow together. And I think this corally orangey color will go really well. And you can also win 2 Dome Beauty blushes if you enter our giveaway for the event this evening. So again, tune into our event at 6 p.m. for a chance to win a bunch of products from Dome Beauty, including 2 of their blushes. So I'm going to just use my blush brush, which is stained pink from blush. And I'm going to get some of the blush, tap it off, and just apply that right above where I put on the bronzer. And this blush does have a little bit of a glow to it. It's not a shimmery blush, so don't be scared. It's not like glittery or shimmery, but it just has a really nice, like healthy glow to make your skin look lifelike. So yeah, like I said, it's not shimmery by any means. It just has kind of like a satin finish to give your skin some life. And it's not going to make you look dry, and it's not going to dry out your skin. But as you can see, it's giving me a really nice, healthy color. My mom, my mom says, huge difference in your look compared to yesterday. Yeah, she saw me yesterday when I was super sick and I was not looking good. So definitely looking a lot better today now that I'm coming down from my sickness. Have any of you had the second COVID vaccine? Because it took me out. It took me out. My sister and my dad and I and my brother, we all got it. And then the next day we were dying. We're fine now. Very grateful to get it. But oh my goodness, that was not a joke. Let me know if any of you got it and if you felt sick, because it was not fun yesterday. I really, really like this blush. Wow. I highly recommend these Dome Beauty blushes, you guys. And like I said, you can win them if you tune into our event this evening at 6 p.m. Kathy Dowd. Hi, Kathy. She says, pretty blush color. Yes, I agree. Thank you. It's such a pretty, like, corally color. I know some people are scared of pink blushes, so this would be perfect for you. Joanne says, I love the blush color too. Thank you. Kathy says, we got that sick off dose 1. Wow, I didn't have any effects from dose 1, but dose 2, it took me out. Oh my gosh. Alex says, it's a beautiful color on you. Thank you so much, Alex. Yeah, I think this is really good on warm skin tones, and I have a warmer skin tone, so it's looking pretty good. And for those of you who are just joining, if you're wondering what's going on with the green background, we had our virtual store pulled up. We were having some issues, but this is a green look today, so it's on brand. We're all about green, and it's St. Patrick's Day week, so if you're curious why I'm on green, that is why. Megan says, coral blush is my jam. Yes. And Megan, you have a warmer skin tone too, so that's probably why coral looks good on you. So yeah, I highly recommend coral blush. So next I'm going to do a little bit of highlighter, also from Dome Beauty. This is really cool. This is pretty new from Dome, actually. This is called the Luminary Glow Powder Highlighter, and it's in the shade Majestic. And it's just like a universal, really pretty, kind of like champagne-y gold highlighter shade. This will cover a wide variety of skin tones. If you're super, super fair, it might be a little dark as a highlight, but it would be a really beautiful eyeshadow. This would be good for like medium light to medium deep skin tones, maybe even a little deeper, because it's not like bright white. It's like kind of like a medium to light toned highlight, but this will work on a ton of skin tones. And I'm just going to use like a smaller, denser brush and pick some up and put it right on my cheekbones. And it's really pretty. It comes off really like, the camera's not doing it justice, but it's like a very pretty champagne-y golden color. And this is a huge pan too, so this will last you forever. And this is part of our giveaway tonight as well. Lots of products from Dome, so please tune in if you are interested in winning a bunch of these products. That's really pretty. Yeah, you guys, it's so like such a relief to put makeup on because I haven't had makeup on in a couple days because I have been dying. Megan says brush versus fingers for highlight. So I always use a brush because if it's a cream highlight, I recommend fingers, but if it's a powder, I recommend a brush because it's much easier to blend out. If you want it to be super concentrated, you can take a little on your finger and like dab it, but I would only do that in very small concentrated areas, or like if you want it on your nose, which I do. But otherwise, if you want it like a more natural, diffused look, I would definitely use a brush. Alex says, depends on the texture. Yes, exactly. So if it's a powder or like a baked highlight, definitely a brush. If it's a cream, or liquid, I would say use your finger. Okay, so the face is pretty much done. So I'm going to move on to eyebrows. So I'm just going to be using a brow pencil today. This is from Morphe in the shade Latte, I think. I'm not really sure. I have a bunch of these because I'm obsessed with them. And I'm just going to use the spoolie to comb my brows into place. And I know I need to pluck my eyebrows. Don't read me to filth. I know. And I'm just going to fill in my brows quickly. I've gotten pretty fast at this, fortunately, because I really don't enjoy doing my brows. Kathy says, will this makeup look last all day or will it need to be touched up? I would definitely say it will last all day. I never touch up my makeup, like ever. When I put it on in the morning, that's how it stays until I take it off at night. The only thing I would ever touch up is like if I were wearing like a creamy lipstick or lip gloss and I like ate or something and then later I need to touch it up. But other than that, I never touch up my makeup, or unless I just like get really shiny and I need to powder or something, but I rarely do that either. So most of these, if not all of these products I'm using are very long wearing. So yes, great question. I would definitely say this would be good to last all day long. Thank you for your question. And there are, of course, ways to make your makeup last longer too, like using a primer, which we did, using setting spray at the end, which we will do, setting your foundation with powder, which we did. These are all things that are going to make it last a lot longer. So we are in pretty good shape to have all day makeup. And I am doing kind of a pretty full brow because I am going to do a pretty dramatic eye look. And you want it to be proportionate. You don't want to do like skinny, thin 90s eyebrows if you have like a super dramatic eye look. It should be pretty proportionate. And if you're not comfortable using a pencil, we have a great brow powder that we have at Beautique from Amazing Cosmetics. We have a brow kit that has the powder, the brow gel, and a brush all together. So I definitely recommend that one if you are a beginner with eyebrows or if you just want a really quick brow solution. And I have used that one in previous beauty classes as well, so you may have seen it. Alex says, are you using glitter on the eyes? I'm going for glitter, I think. So I do have a green glitter that I think I'm going to bust out at the end. It's a glitter eyeliner. I'm not going to do glitter on the lids because I already did my foundation and that would fall everywhere. But yes, girl, do the glitter. Go for it. Joanne says, do you recommend most people filling in / shaping their brows, even if they have pretty full brows like me? Yes. If you already have super full eyebrows, you don't need to go heavy filling them in. You could just maybe shape them if you need to. But I mean, I know your eyebrows, so you don't really need to fill them in. But people who have really full brows are really lucky. So you can just kind of like pluck and shape them how you want. You don't need to fill them in. But if you have like sparse eyebrows like me, I definitely would fill them in. Okay, so now I'm going to just set those in place using the brow gel, the clear brow gel from Amazing Cosmetics, of course. I always, always, always use brow gel if I do my eyebrows because it just makes the hairs more prominent so they look more natural. It doesn't just look like you drew on your eyebrows. And it holds your brow hairs in place just like hairspray. So there's that. Now we can finally get to the fun stuff, which is the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to blend out my eyelids really quick because there's a little bit of creasing because I did put concealer and foundation on my eyes. But now we are going to do the eyeshadow. So I have a ton of eyeshadow palettes and I have lots of greens, but I just selected a few palettes that I think would be good. So I'm going to be using this palette from ColourPop, which is really cool. These are all individual shadows, but it came in like this palette and it's like a rainbow, and I'm going to be using some of the greens. And then this is the original Morphe 35B, and they re-released this as the Lisa Frank palette, which they really thought they were doing something slick there, but I'm going to be using some of these greens as well. So you can use whatever greens you have. Or you could do this look with any colors. It doesn't have to be green. But since yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, we're celebrating by doing green today. But like I said, you could do this with any color instead of greens. You could do this with pinks, purples, blues, browns, whatever you want. So I'm going to start off just with a fluffy blending brush as usual. And I'm going to start with this lime green shade here. And this is going to be our transition color. You can use any like light or mid-tone shade of green. I'm just using this like light lime green color. And this is the same as when we do a neutral look. I'm using this as my transition shade. It's going to help me blend out all my other shades that I use in the future. And I'm just using this on a fluffy brush in circular motions. And my eyes are going to match my background. And green eyeshadow looks really, really good on people with brown or hazel eyes. I have blue eyes, and I mean, it'll look fine on anyone with any color eyes, but green really brings out the green in people with brown and hazel eyes. So I definitely recommend trying green eyeshadow if you have brown or hazel eyes. I mean, you don't have to do anything as dramatic as I'm doing today, obviously, but if you just want to like incorporate a little green, it'll definitely help bring out the green in your eyes. You could even just do like a neutral look or no eyeshadow and then just do a little green eyeliner or something. That would be really pretty. But yeah, I definitely recommend green. Okay, so I won't spend too much time on this part because this is basically just to blend everything out. We're kind of going to cover this up, but that's kind of like the base for our eyeshadow. And I'm actually going to, this is a trick. I don't know if I've done this in my other videos. I'm going to apply some translucent powder under my eyes just in case we have fallout since we're doing a really colorful look. I'm going to put some powder under my eyes just in case there's eyeshadow fallout so that we can sweep it off at the end. So I'm going to get like a bunch of powder on my brush and put it under my eye. And don't worry, it's going to look silly right now, but we're going to sweep it off at the end. So this is a trick. If you struggle with eyeshadow falling under your eyes, just put like a pretty good layer of loose powder under your eye. And this way, when eyeshadow falls, it's going to catch it, and then you can just sweep it off at the end. So I'll show you. But yeah, I'm going to put that there to protect my face makeup that we already did. So yeah, so there's that. I'm going to take another brush, and I'm going to go in with a deeper green shade. So I'm going to take this, you can't see it, this green shade here and mix it with this dark one here. So these are all matte shades. I'm not doing any shimmer yet, but we will get to the shimmer, don't worry. And I'm going to mix those two together, and I'm going to apply this on the outer corner. And you're really going to see the green come to life now because these are really vibrant. And this reminds me of like Wicked or something. Have you guys seen Wicked? Because I've seen it 4 times, and I have a Wicked tattoo. And I'm obsessed with Wicked, and this green is like giving me Elphaba vibes. Let me know if you've seen Wicked. Great trick. Yes, it is a great trick. Highly recommend. If you guys don't know, I'm obsessed with Broadway musicals. I've seen a lot of Broadway musicals in New York and like traveling shows. And yes, I've seen Wicked 4 times. My mom's friend has seen Wicked, I think like 15 times, and I'm jealous. But yeah, I'm obsessed. And this is reminding me of Wicked. But this is a really pretty green. I got powder on me. That's why I keep wiping it off. But I'm just using small circular motions. And again, as a reminder, you don't have to use green. You can use any color you want to do like a monochromatic, colorful look. But, you know, St. Patrick's Day, I am using green. My mom, she says Elphaba. Yes, this reminds me of Elphaba from Wicked, the Wicked Witch of the West. I am obsessed. And I'm just going back in with that fluffy brush and blending out the edges, of course. If you haven't noticed, I like to blend between every step. So every time you add another color, I always go back and blend again so that everything is really seamless. Okay, and we're looking pretty blended. So I'm now just using that same like smaller, denser brush and really going in with that dark green color and intensifying it on the outer corner and blending it inward because we're going for a pretty glam look today. Since we're already doing something really colorful, why not just take it there and do something really dramatic? So I'm taking that dark green on the outer corner of the lid and blending it inward. And I don't know if you can see, but there is some fallout down here, but it landed on the powder, so that's perfect because we'll be able to just wipe it away when we're done. Okay, now that that's placed, I'm going back with the fluffy brush and the lighter green shade, and of course, blending out the edges. And as always, if you guys have any suggestions for tutorials that you want to see, always feel free to shoot us a message on Instagram, comment below, reach out to us however you please, and we'd love to, you know, listen to your requests and set up some more beauty classes based on what you guys are interested in seeing. We do have a beauty class tutorial next week featuring a really awesome brand called The Sexiest Beauty. I'm really excited to do that one and show you guys their products. They have skincare and makeup, and it's going to be really awesome. So make sure you tune in next week. It'll be on Tuesday, the normal day. We'll be back to our normal scheduled programming next week. So subscribe to our events calendar. Make sure you don't miss out on that one because it's going to be really awesome. Okay, so we're looking pretty blended right now. Now I'm going to take this light shimmery green color right here. You can't really tell. Oh, yeah, you can. It's not glittery, but it is a super shimmery green. Alex says, loving your look. Thank you. I can't see yours, but I'm sure yours is just as great. Let me know what you're doing, what kind of look you're doing. So I'm going to use my finger and look how bright and vibrant that green is. It's like, it looks almost yellow because it's so bright, but it's green, I promise. And I'm going to use my finger. That's my favorite way to apply shimmer shades. And oh my God, look, look how vibrant that green shade is. And yeah, on camera, it's looking almost yellow, but I promise it's like a really bright lime green. And it's really, really pretty. And I'm kind of obsessed with it. And yeah, my finger is my favorite way to apply shimmer shades because the oils from your finger actually help the shadows adhere and blend in. And it just applies way more pigmented. You can definitely use a brush, but for shimmery shades, I always like to use a finger and kind of pat it on. Yeah, so that's really awesome. So I'm going to do the other eye, of course. And you don't, of course, have to only wear green for St. Patrick's Day. You can wear green whenever you want. You can tone it down. You don't have to make it this dramatic. But I definitely urge you guys to try wearing color. If you're scared of color, give it a try, or just try at home since, you know, we're in a pandemic right now. It's the perfect time to experiment with your makeup at home, because what better time than now? If you've always been curious about, excuse me, about trying colors, now is the time, girl. You should do it. It's a lot of fun. And I would totally wear this out because I would wear anything out basically in public. So if you're scared of wearing color, I really urge you to try it because it's a lot of fun. I'm now just going back in with the darker green and touching up any of the intensity that we lost and blending it back out. But, you know, we still have a lot of the pigment there already. We didn't really lose too much. And these eyeshadows are really, really pigmented, which is awesome. And again, this I'm using the ColourPop palette and the Morphe palette. Both have really affordable eyeshadows, so highly recommend. Alex says, I'm working with the Butter London palette, a pale pink and olive green, topping with a green or gold glitter. That sounds beautiful. I have never tried Butter London eyeshadows. I've tried their nail polishes, but I've never tried their eyeshadows. But pale pink and olive green, that sounds really pretty. That sounds more wearable than this, honestly. Topping with the green or gold glitter. Yeah, I have this green glitter liner that I'm going to use. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet, but we'll see. Alex says, I need a bright palette like you're using. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a million bright palettes on the market, but this has like every color under the sun. So I recommend it for sure. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue blending. And I think we're pretty much good there now. I'm just going to use a little bit of the Dome highlighter to highlight my inner corner. So I'm going to use this pencil brush and place this right on the inner corner. And this is just going to tie into my face highlight. And since it's a little bit gold, it's going to just go really well with the green because those are like St. Patrick's colors, like green and gold, like leprechauns and gold. And then a little bit under my brow bone to highlight. Guys, this highlight is really, really pretty. If you struggle finding a highlight shade for you, this one is pretty much like a foolproof bet because it goes with like every skin tone. And I'm really glad I put that powder because this powder is like green now because so much green fell down. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to wipe that powder away, and you'll see that it just takes all that fallout with it. I don't have any fallout under my eyes, and everything is still there. My blush and highlight and everything is still there. And voila. So yeah, that's pretty much a foolproof trick. I don't have any fallout now. So if you have trouble doing bright eyeshadow because it falls out, definitely do that trick. So yeah, so that's pretty much the eyeshadow. Now, actually, I should probably put some underneath, right? I usually keep my under eye, like my lower lash line, totally bare. That's just my personal preference because I just think it makes my under eyes look brighter. But I'll put a little bit of green underneath. I'll just use what brush should I use? Okay, I'm gonna use this small synthetic like flat brush. I'm going to take a little bit of that dark green shade, tap it off, and I'm going to do a little bit on my lower lash line out here to connect it. I don't usually do this, but I know a lot of people like to do this, so be careful though because you don't want to get fallout because we just wiped it all away. So just make sure that you really tap off the brush and you're really careful. You could also apply it wet if you don't want fallout. Like you could spray your brush with setting spray or whatever. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do because like I said, I like my under eye to be really like kind of empty and bright, but you can do however much you want. Joanne says, I love that trick. Yes, it's a great trick. The powder under the eye. Definitely recommend for sure. Okay, now I have something really, really exciting to show you. And it's not magnetic eyeliner, but it is similar. It is adhesive eyeliner, which is like my new favorite thing in the entire world. So I know you guys have been watching me use magnetic eyeliner, which I still love and I'm obsessed with, but this is just a normal black eyeliner, but it's adhesive, so you don't need lash glue. Like it's just sticky and you just stick your eyelashes on it and they just stick. Like I don't know where this has been my whole life. It was like $5. It's from a brand called Kiss, and it literally has changed my entire life. And I just apply it like normal eyeliner, and then my lashes just stick onto it, and I literally would die without this. So I'm gonna put this on my eyes just like normal eyeliner. I'm not gonna do a wing yet because I don't need the sticky eyeliner for the wing. I'm just gonna do the main part, put the lashes on, and then I'm gonna do the wing after because I always do a wing. Kathy Dowd. Kathy says, cool. Yeah. Kathy, let me know if you've tried the magnetic ones yet, because I really love the magnetic ones, but I just found that this is cheaper and like just as easy. But I really love the magnetic ones too. So let me know what your experience has been with the magnetic ones. So I'm just applying this, and it dries matte too, which I'm obsessed with because I only like matte eyeliner. And if you guys are wondering why I never really go all the way in with my eyeliner, it's because I have really, really sensitive, watery eyes. So when I go put my eyeliner all the way to the inner corner, it always runs and smudges everywhere. So I wish I could bring it all the way in, but I usually just leave a gap so that that doesn't happen. Okay. So I put the eyeliner on. Now I'm going to stick the eyelashes on. And they literally just stick, you guys. Like, I'm actually obsessed. Like, I feel like I'm being played. Like, why? How does that happen? And why did I not know about this before? And why did I ever use eyelash glue? Like, it literally just sticks on, and it's like really secure too. Like, I can't even deal with it. Rachel says, okay, I know I'm late, but what eyeshadow palette did you use? I used the rainbow one from ColourPop, and I used the Morphe 35B, the original one, the green shades, which is literally the Lisa Frank palette that they re-released recently. So yeah. But are you guys kidding? Like, why was that so easy? Why did I ever use lash glue in my whole life? I don't know. If you want to try doing eyelashes and you always have trouble, like this will literally change your life. Um, and it's a lot cheaper than the magnetic ones. Alex says, I really love the magnet lashes, super fast to put on. Definitely. And this is even faster because the magnetic eyeliner takes forever to dry and it's expensive. But this is like literally $5. And is that a joke? Like, I'm shook. But anyway, look at the difference that lashes make. Like, look at that. And then look at that. Anyway, I will move on. Sorry guys, I'm not talking while I do my eyeliner. It's a little tricky to talk while you do this. Okay, so there's the eyeliner. Now I'm gonna stick on the lashes. And these are Kiss lashes as well. They're really cheap. I think I got a pack of like 6 for like $7 or $8. And we don't have any lashes at Boutique yet, but hopefully soon in the future we will. And like, why is that so easy? Like, it just literally sticks on and it stays all day long. I've never had problems with the inner corners coming off or anything. It was just like the easiest thing I've ever done in my whole life. Okay. Rachel says, if you do a wing on the eyeliner, will the wing part that doesn't have the lashes on it just be sticky all day? So I mentioned this before, but I don't do a wing with this liner because I don't want to waste it on the wing because nothing needs to stick to it. So I just do the main part with this liner, and then I will use my normal eyeliner to do the wing. So I don't know. I don't think it would be sticky all day because it does dry down. Like, you need to put the lashes on quick so that it sticks. So I don't think it would be sticky all day, but you don't need to waste your sticky eyeliner on a part that doesn't need to be sticky, if that makes sense. Kathy says, what brand is your adhesive eyeliner? It's from the brand Kiss. You can get them at the drugstore at like Target or Ulta or Walmart. I don't know. It's from Kiss. I got it from Ulta.com, but oh my god, it's called Lash Glue Liner, and I'm literally obsessed with it. Joanne said easily removable too. Yes, it's pretty much just as easy to remove as normal eyeliner. Yeah, you can remove it with makeup wipes or any makeup remover. It's pretty easy to remove. Barb, hi Barb. She says, have never used lashes. Do you use them more than once? Yes, this is like probably the 5th time I've worn these. It depends how much, like if you put mascara on them and lots of lash glue, they'll, go bad quicker. But that's another awesome thing about this eyeliner is like, it doesn't cake up your lashes with eyelash glue, so you can use them a lot more times. So yeah, you can definitely use your eyelashes more than once, until, they're not they're not looking good anymore. Andrea, hi Andrea. Andrea says, so pretty, love the look. Thank you. I am doing this bright green look today. Now I'm just using my normal eyeliner, not adhesive, and just going lightly over it, and then I'm gonna do a wing at the end and try not to mess it up. I'm doing a pretty bold wing today because it's a bold look. And as you can see, the wing just really like makes it more like a cat eye. I just like the shape it gives my eye. I always do a winged liner. Cannot live without it. So they're pretty even, I think, or as even as they're gonna get. Okay. I won't mess with it too much because I will probably end up ruining it. But yeah, okay. So now I'm gonna put on some mascara to blend the false lashes with my real lashes. Of course, I'm using the one from Dome Beauty, and you will be able to win this if you enter the giveaway at the event this evening at 6 p.m. Worth more than $500. This is one of the items, the Black Magic Mascara from Dome Beauty, a totally clean, non-toxic, natural mascara. And these lashes are cheap, so I don't care if I get mascara on them. I actually kind of like how they look with a mascara on them, so I'm kind of putting a lot. If I was using like really expensive, nice lashes, I would do mascara first, because I wouldn't want to cake them up with mascara. But these are really cheap lashes, and I kind of like how they look with mascara on them, so yeah. And this will help your real lashes blend in with the false ones. And you can't really see as well on camera, but these are um pretty dramatic. I mean, they're not like super, super thick, but I mean, they look pretty nice. Rachel says, how would you recommend fixing your eyeliner if you like completely mess up? Well, there are several ways. You can, if you're doing a wing and you mess up, you can take like a makeup wipe or something and just use that to like clean up underneath, but that will kind of mess up your face makeup. What I recommend is taking a little bit of your concealer like on an angled brush and using the angled brush and your concealer to kind of erase it and clean it up. If you like totally mess up, if you haven't done your face makeup yet, you could just wipe it off and start over. But if you already did your face makeup, I would just try and touch it up with concealer for sure. Joanne says, I know it takes a lot of practice to get those wings right. If we mess up, what's the best way to fix it without ruining all the hard work? So that's basically what Rachel just asked. I would definitely use concealer on a small brush and kind of use it as like an eraser to kind of clean up any mistakes. But yeah, good questions. The last thing I'm going to use on the eyes, I brought this green glitter liner, but I don't really know where I want to put it. I guess I can put some underneath on the outside. It might make my eyes water because I have really sensitive eyes, but I'm going to take this green glitter liner and I'm going to put it like on the outside and just see what happens. I'm going to bring it like up underneath the wing, like a glitter wing liner situation. I don't know, you guys. I always just wing it. Get it? Wing it. I'm always just kind of like going with the flow when I do these things, so we'll see. I'm getting it in my eyelashes, but that's fine. Who doesn't like green glittery eyelashes? So if my eyes start watering and I start crying, it's not because the product is bad or anything. It's just because I have the most sensitive eyes ever and everything makes my eyes water. Like if I go outside and it's windy, I will be like crying. So yeah, I mean, you can't see it that well, but in person, you can see it's very glittery. And I only did it on the outside because that makes your eyes look more like open and doll-like when you do just the outside and not the inside. And then the last thing I'm going to do is do a little bit of mascara underneath, which again, I don't always do that, but we're taking it there today. Okay. So that's all I'm gonna do. And if you want, you could do eyeliner like on your waterline. I don't like to do that. And yeah, my eyes are watery because of the glitter, but it'll stop soon. So that's pretty much it for the eyes, you guys. The last step is gonna be the lips, of course, and I'm just gonna do a nude today since we have so much going on the eyes. I really considered doing green lipstick today. But I have meetings after this, so I don't want to be wearing green lipstick. So we're gonna do a nude. I'm gonna use the ColourPop lip liner in the shade Toy, and I'm just going to line my lips really quick. You can use any nude lip liner you have. Okay. My eye's watering. And now I'm going to use a nude lipstick. This is MAC in the shade Blankety. I love MAC lipsticks, y'all. This is just like a nude, a normal like nude color, and it's really creamy. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do on the lips. Okay. Joanne says, is it true that lining the entire lip will help lipstick stay on better / longer? Yes. If it's like a creamy lipstick like this, yes, you can fill in the whole lip with lip liner and it'll kind of be like a primer for your lips and help it stick. You don't need to do that, but you definitely can. For a liquid lipstick, you don't need to do that either because liquid lipstick will dry down and stay no matter what. But yes, if you can also just fill in your whole lips with lip liner and wear that by itself, or you can fill them in and then put a lipstick over it. So the very last step is setting spray, and then we are donezo. So I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It's an aerosol, so it's like continuous, and it smells really good, and it just helps like melt all your powders in, and your skin looks really smooth, and everything's cohesive, and it helps your makeup stay on, and that is the final step. So I hope you guys enjoyed this green glam look with our green background here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, please tune in this evening at 6 p.m. We have another event with Lift Lab and Dome Beauty, and there's a huge giveaway. It's worth over $500. And then we have another event tomorrow with Olacy Beauty with a chance to win a prize there as well. Barb says, love it. Thanks. Thank you for tuning in, Barb. As always, Joanne says, great job. Love this look. Thank you. Thank you all for tuning in and supporting. Please tune into our event at 6 p.m. for the giveaway. And yeah, I subscribe to our events calendar so you never miss an event. My next tutorial will be on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time featuring the sexiest beauty. But yeah, if you have any questions in the meantime, please reach out. Alex says, great job. Thank you. And I hope your look turned out great as well. But yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you next time, and happy belated St. Patrick's Day. Bye, everyone.